The death of a forest, the birth of big profits, dreaded by conservationists but cherished by boardrooms. Sarawak in Malaysian Borneo is the world's biggest exporter of tropical timber. It's an industry worth $2 billion a year, and according to some, profit has taken the place of protection as the rainforests have virtually disappeared. It's made fortunes for some and led to widespread allegations of corruption.
It is a public knowledge in Sarawak here that before one can get a timber concession or a parcel of land for oil palm plantation, money has to exchange hand, the so-called under-table money.
Without transparency, it's difficult to know for sure. Sarawak doesn't reveal its financial dealings in the logging or palm oil industries, nor details of the concessions given or revenue generated. It all comes under the leadership of the state's powerful Chief Minister, Abdul Taib bin Mahmood.
He's the only one who gives licenses. Of course, the concessions are given to all these people who have some political connections, and they are just a selected few who actually have all these timber licenses.
The state government here has been making money carving up Sarawak into lucrative logging concessions. They maintain, however, that most of this region, 70% of it, is still forested, and of that, most of it is primary rainforest. But according to conservationists, today in North Borneo, they say that less than 20% of virgin rainforest remains standing. Sarawak is largely left to manage its own affairs by federal government, providing 30 MPs who all support the government. They are known as its fixed deposit, the reason why it can consolidate power. But many have begun to question the role of the Chief Minister and his family businesses playing in the progress of Sarawak, and exactly who is benefiting.
By right, Sarawak being a huge state and so rich in natural resources, oil and gas, timber, huge land, and with only a very tiny population, we should be enjoying one of the best standard of living in the world. We are actually sleeping on gold in the state of Sarawak. But how come we, the natives, still suffer one of the highest rate of poverty in the country?
These people are the indigenous Iban, and they are poor. They can't buy support and are now locked in a fight for land they say is theirs, but which the government sold to a palm oil company. They don't have title deeds. They come from an era where land was designated by how far you could walk.
My grandfather before, he told my father, this is our land, this is the boundary, this is the other one people, this side is others,
They've been fighting in court for 12 years for the land and have been waiting for a verdict for the last 3. The Sarawak Chief Minister failed to respond to our request for an interview, but the state maintains land claims follow legal process. Big money earnings from timber are beginning to decrease as the forests disappear. Now the state government is looking to build 12 hydroelectric dams, destroying thousands of acres of forest land, even though the state already has an overcapacity of electricity.
The long-term impacts will be to the economy of the country and, of course, to the people of the country who will be burdened with all this debt in future.
For the Iban, the prospect of life without their land is a bleak one.
If we lose this is in court, it's better we die.
To companies, forests and land represent digits on a spreadsheet. To the tribes of Borneo, they represent life and a traditional past. Without their land, the future is far from certain. Tony Birtley, Jazeera, Sarawak, Northern Borneo.